trying to have a better attitude.
You said hi to the people?
No, there's nobody on here. But hi, people.
Hi, people.
Hi, people on replay.
Somebody sleeping in my bed. Do we know how to activate these fans, though?
One of them. The other one is. I don't think the setting is right. Like you gotta push. You gotta press the string for it to. Like that light comes on instead of the actual fan rotating. You gotta be tall where the ladder to. But we have. If you want a fan, we have to look at fan.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's get that going, babe. Because I'm getting swarmed all of a sudden. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Hello. Hello. Let's tilt up a little bit more. Good morning, good morning, good morning. These little ants are so weird. They don't be food out here, but if you put an object down, they're coming swarm it. Like,
Yeah, they're very curious ants.
yeah. Like, bro. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, that's gonna help my situation a lot because these mosquitoes are on a mission right now. I'm letting y'all wake up and get started with me because perfect. Oop. What is with this bee trying to like follow me though? Look at this fool. He landed on you big. Ah! He moved away. Oof. I'm scared. Ugh. Living in the jungle. I don't particularly like bumblebees trying to burn me in my face, but I can deal with like lots of other things. Was that even a bee? That was like a wasp. What the fuck was that? All right, you got my bat? Homie, you got my bat? What's on your shirt? What is on your shirt?
A lot of it too.
I know. What could it be?
You can feel it.
Yeah. I can't exactly feel it, but
I think if you feel it, it's going to be a lot.
honestly, I wish I could feel it over there because the lighting is better over there.
What you talking about?
A whole series of train wrecks right now we are. Good morning. I just like the lighting from this direction, so let me repurpose the seating. And I think it's going to be better. Y'all want to see what's on Vic's shirt?
No.
You better run and go in the house because I'm going to turn the camera.
I'm just trying to help you with the fan, you think?
I am perfect with that fan. 1, 2, 3. We see you. We see you, Vicky. We see you. Good morning, y'all. Let's see if we can get into something more substantive than these shenanigans. I hope y'all doing good. I'm doing great. I'm a little parched. I'm a little hungry. Oh, wait. My paperwork's flying away. Don't lose the paperwork. Doing good, doing great, feeling amazing. Wish there was a little bit more sun today to go with this outfit. But such is life in Costa Rica. It looks like this 1 minute, and the sun will be in full bloom in 5 more minutes. So I'll wait on it. Hope y'all doing good. Let me start with a quick introduction. My name is Alami Bashir. For those of you who don't know that, I welcome you to Be Great Every Day, the channel. And of course, the morning messages. Every Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 Eastern, I do a live intuitive morning message. I never know what's going to come through. It's always a treat for me and you. Hopefully, you'll continue to join me if you don't already. And thank you if you do. Say hey in the chat if y'all have been here. Feel free to like the video if the messages resonate. I'm working with one of my favorite little decks. It's called Moonology. Oh, and by the way, if I did not say that already, if you want to get to know a little bit more about me, who I am, and what I do, I welcome you to check out BeGreatEveryday.com. Yeah. So, blah, blah, blah. I like that this message is starting to feel like something that's a little bit different than what we've been talking about. I guess we were talking about things like accountability, and we was talking about things like money and attracting money. I'm trying to think of like some of the themes of things we've been talking about over the last few weeks and months. We've been talking about accountability, and all kinds of little things. So, those of you who are new and haven't listened to any of these messages, feel free to check out some old episodes. But to that end, I feel like today we're not exactly talking about like personal growth per se. You know, we're not really talking about kind of like the foundational parts of who you are and who you're trying to become in life. We don't need to be focused on that. Today feels a little bit more salacious, okay? It feels like, you know, in all of the conversations that people ever have around personal growth, it always seems so goddamn serious, right? It's like important. You know, it's important and serious to do this work, right? This healing work, or this goal setting work, you know, life planning work. Being intentional about who you're trying to be and what you're trying to do. Like, oh, that shit sounds so intense sometimes. Shit, even for me. I have to remember to take a step back from all of this, like, really intensive personal growth work and just fucking have fun. And be a person. And find joy in stupid things and frivolous, what someone might see or think is frivolous. Things like just doing a live in your swimwear for no reason, just because. It's not even like I got dressed like with the intention I'm for sure gonna get wet today. It's just like I know it's a possibility, so this is my outfit. And this is my work attire. And this for me is kind of like a frivolous way to just like be in the moment of my life in the now and not take it so serious. So like today's message, like I said, feels a little bit different than the messages and conversations we typically have. And I like this for us because this is about being a well-rounded individual. You know, this is about being a very, not just well-intended and mindful, thoughtful, intentional person, but somebody who's fun. You know, somebody who enjoys life, not just has learned how to master it, but finds fulfillment in life, okay, outside of mastery even. You know, so today feels really, what I want to describe as a creative. It feels like a creative energy. It feels like today we're going to bask in not just like growth and development and purpose. Today we're going to like just bask in the more aesthetically pleasing parts of life. Okay. some of the things that kind of do suit our vanity, okay? It's like the difference between loving, you know, an all white aesthetic in your environment versus really wanting pops of color everywhere. You know, it's like these things may feel insignificant in the grand scheme of like your quote personal growth, but this particular kind of aesthetic, like a focus on aesthetics, what someone might see as frivolous really adds to layers of fulfillment in your experience, right? Okay. So it feels like today is a good day to take a minute to kind of just slow down and allow yourself permission to dream, envision, literally in color, okay? Literally in color. To allow yourself to just bask in your creative imagination of what you could enjoy, what you could conjure up in your life. Like, dream your dreams with dimension today. You know, like fantasize if you need to say that word to give yourself permission. Some of you won't even go there unless it feels more fictitious than real because it's like never gonna happen, so I can't even think about it. Well, you know, just fantasize, okay? If it were to happen, okay? If it were to happen to somebody like you, what would you think they would like it to look like? You know, like however far the fuck you need to make it away from yourself. Hi, good morning, Crystal. Oh, girl, you got to catch up on where we are. I'll circle back in a bit. So yeah, it's like an energy of needing to really fantasize, dream, envision, color in the details of your dreams, of your best life, of the things you want to experience and be and have in your environment, you know, like how you want it to be, you know, what do you want it to look like? Okay, it's a lot of energy around that. Dreaming in color, okay? It's like if you were creating a, you know, many of you, I'm sure, are not home builders by design. That's not probably your profession, is construction and home building. But if you know anything about home building, you know that they have to start with plans. They start with an architect who will design the actual layout and dimensions of the home and in all of the large and small ways. And the architect starts with a blueprint, right? And then from that blueprint, you then now have a construction manager who is now deciding what are the details that need to go into creating this blueprint into a structure, including the materials, right? The size, the shape, the color, all the things that the details that now the plumbing, the metals, the coppers, the aluminums, like all of the things that now need to construct in real life and real time this infrastructure. So it's like as you have a blueprint of what you want in life, now it's time to start picking out the particular elements. What do you want to see? What do you want to do? What do you want to have? How you want to feel? What do you want it to look like? What color, shade, structures, texture, all the details. So I like this. Yeah, I like this. Okay. And it's a lot of energy around slowing down to do this work. It's not enough just to say, oh, I want a house. What kind of house? Like literally, what kind of house? Okay. What kind of neighborhood? What do you want it to look like? What kind of facade do you want it to have? Okay. Does it have grass? Does it have turf? Does it have sand? Does it have trees? Does it have bushes or flowers? Okay. It's like, what do you want? Okay. So the card says slow down. It keeps kind of flying over. I have the fan on. This card keeps flying off the rack. And it says slow down. So like take time to imagine these things. What do you want out of life with more specifics? Okay. You want a new wardrobe? What kind of clothes? What kind of stores you want to buy it from? You know, what kind of shapes and textures and styles are you even focused on? Like pick it out. Okay. Have fun with it. It's a lot of energy around have fun with it. Like this is the not so serious part of life. This should be the most creative things that you get to do, is to decide how and what you want to experience, okay? It's like, in what ways do you want to experience this thing? Get more detailed. This should feel like fun, okay? If these are things you want, this should feel like fun, not stress. Like, oh my God, I gotta figure out this and da, 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 but what if it's this and what if it's that? No, this is not the time for that. You can do all of that when you're actually picking it out with a designer, if it should come to that, okay? But this is like I just keep saying, coloring in the details, okay? You may have an outline of what you want out of life. Now let's do some shading. Let's pick some actual details, okay? All right. Been playing in these Panama streets, girl. Have fun. Somebody up, like, Panama keeps coming up, okay? Panama keeps coming up, okay? And I got 2 cards that just popped out. One says love, okay? Let's see if I can help y'all on this side. Boom, love, all right. And then the other one says, and it came out in the reverse, says seek healing, okay? And so I can't help but notice that this particular card, okay, all the cards look different, but this particular card, the imagery matches the one on the back, okay? I can't help but notice that there's a kind of a similar in the artwork as the back face of the card. And so these cards came out at the same time, love and seek healing, okay? And it just feels like I want to say it's time, okay? And not in the way you might think, okay? I'm not talking about a love relationship, okay? Or not a relationship with another person, okay? It's really a love relationship with yourself, actually. And allowing yourself to be able to choose what you want, okay? So as we're talking about, like, really slowing down to take time to start coloring in the dimensions of your dream and what you really want to experience and have in life, it's like, it's a real need to give yourself permission to choose what you actually really want. Like, what would you love to experience? What do you really want to enjoy? It's like, this card says seek healing, because it's like you don't give yourself permission to do this. Like, who told you can't have it how you want it? Some of you have been hardwired and conditioned through religion or just through your parents' conditioning to tell you that you shouldn't want big things, and that you shouldn't care to be, you know, bold and to be brazen in life. You should play small and stay in the shadows and don't ruffle feathers, okay? Some of you have gotten that kind of conditioning so that you don't even give yourself permission to really want what you want out of life, okay? So this says love and seek healing. So this is like the healing for yourself, okay? And I'm feeling some other shit around this too, honestly. I'm feeling some other shit, but this message is what is coming through first. It's like giving yourself permission to want what you want out of life, to really center in on what you would love. It's like not what would make other people comfortable, but what would feel good to you, okay? Like, today is the day to bask in this kind of energy, y'all. So I don't know what you got going on. Crystal, you out in the Panama streets? I don't know what everybody else is doing, but it's like, take a moment of pause. Give yourself 20 minutes today, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, shit, 5 fucking minutes. Give yourself 5 minutes to just sit and focus on what would feel good to you at the next level of your life. Okay, like, what would you love to be doing when you think about the big things? Like, what feels good? Okay, it's an emphasis on what feels good, not what makes money, not what gets attention, not what saves you time, not anything other than what would fucking feel good to you, okay? To you specifically. Some of you have a very hard time just focusing on you. You. Like, don't account for your partner, your kids, your mama, them, don't, like, your job. Distance everybody else away for just a moment and focus on what would feel good to you, okay? Oh, no, not on your neck, Alicia. Not on your neck, Alicia. Girl, it's like, really, this energy is like a need to be self-centered, to be selfish, okay? Self-focused, okay? It's a need to focus on self-fulfillment for a second, okay? And this is usually I'm getting this for people who are overgivers, okay? People pleasers, overgivers, you know, caretakers. This is the syndrome that plagues us, okay? You start forgetting what really matters to you. You start bending and compromising in too many ways where you've lost your footing and your grounding and what you need. So it's a lot of energy today around really focusing on what you would want, what you would love, what you need, that kind of thing, okay? And it feels like from a place of fun, not just like, oh my God, I need to get into therapy. It's like, no, okay, listen, have fun, fun. F-U-N, fun, okay? It's like you need to forget anything that feels like responsibility and think about everything that feels like fun in your dream. So it's like you may not have figured out the magic path to get you exactly to where you want to be. That's your path to success. You may not have that. Okay, but just focus on, okay, when you get there, what are the shapes and colors and images and people and things that you want to see there? You know, like what would be fun about getting over there? Okay, because you're going to be able to get to do and shake and do what? Okay, so again, take time today to do this. Okay, take time today to do this. Okay. All right, I feel complete with this deck. We move on. Whoa, Alicia, why you say I'm on your neck? For real though, what's going on? What is going on, sister? Okay. Um, you know, I'm really hearing this real heavily that I'm talking to an audience of people who are servers, not just, you know, you help people out occasionally, but like you are a master helper, okay? It's like you are good at helping people, so you do it a lot. You do it unconsciously. You have volunteered yourself for some shit or inserted yourself into something because you know how to do it or you can get it done. You're a doer, you're a helper, it's in your nature, okay? It just is what it is. It's in your nature. But I'm also getting from this message, like, you need to shut all of that down for a second and take time, emphasis on take the time today, okay? Take the time today, folks, to really focus on what it is that you want and that what feels good to you, okay? Whew. Whether it's something in your environment or something in your relationship, whether it's something, you know, that you wear, I mean, like, fuck, anything that taps into your sensory feeling of good, okay? All right. Yeah, Crystal. So, Crystal, there was some other stuff going in that message. So, Crystal, I'm gonna wait for you as long as you gonna wait for me. I'm gonna wait for you, girl. I have a whole lot of stuff to say to you. All kinds of things to say to you. So you just keep tuning in or tap in when you're ready, but just when you're ready. Okay. All right. Y'all hold tight. So these are the two cards jumping out. Okay, so we've got the cards Loneliness and Pride. Okay. Okay. I ain't gonna name no names. Okay, I'm gonna read these cards. Loneliness and Pride. There's a oop, and there's one more that just blew off. Okay, and then we've got Regret that just flew off the deck. Oh Lord, the Lord is talking to the people today. Okay, oh my God, this fan is killing me. So I'm just pulling cards, I promise. Okay, these cards are pretty together. The first two cards that popped out of this, what is this deck called? The Soul's Journey is what it's called. Emphasis on that, okay? The deck itself is called The Soul's Journey. Don't get me lying about who the name is. It might be Van Prague, I think it's his last name. Anywho, The first two cards that popped out was loneliness and pride, okay? And remember, we're talking about fun energy today. This don't sound like some fun shit, right? Loneliness and pride, okay? And then the other card that came out was regret. I got a whole mouthful of messages. I'm trying to slow myself down so I can get to them one at a time. Goodness. So, I'm gonna throw these out in sound bites. So as we're talking about needing to take time, slow down, and like really focus on what you want and like color in the details of your dream. Okay. Boop. So some of y'all can't do that. And I'm saying today, like this message is saying like to do this today. Don't put this off to tomorrow, next week, next year. It's like, no, today, find you 5 minutes today to start writing down more details of your ambitions, okay? Today. Emphasis on today. Now, why can't some of y'all do this, okay? So the first two cards that came out says loneliness and pride, okay? And it says, loneliness says, I know that I am never alone, okay? So one of the reasons why y'all can't get to do this is because you are surrounded by people or you are too busy to distance yourself. And I say too busy, it's like not having a lot of time in the schedule. It's like I got time to pee, I got time to get in the car and drive to the next thing. It's like I don't really have a lot of wiggle room time today. Because remember, emphasis on today. This card says loneliness though, okay? So it says, I know that I am never alone. So while you might be making up an excuse that says that you don't have time, it really is that moment of pause that it would take for you to be with yourself. Ooh, okay, it's like, ooh, I'm getting emotional. And this is not my feeling. This is completely intuitive. Some of y'all are getting triggered. Whew, okay. This is not my feeling, but I feel the feeling of a real stark reaction to that shift in the energy of the thought of like, having to create space to be alone, to do this work with myself. Like even for 5 minutes, it scares you, okay? For some of you, it really is difficult for you to stop and think of yourself just as a single person moving through the world, meeting your own needs. Like that actually feels scary. It feels lonely, okay? It feels threatening emotionally. It feels like, I don't have nobody, so I gotta figure it out what I would do and what I would want. There's a loneliness in this as opposed to a presence, literally. Like this presence of mind, this presence of being in yourself, being in your body, being in your own lived experience, in your shoes, okay? As opposed to living outside of yourself in conjunction with another energy. So this energy of loneliness is not because you don't want to or because you don't even have ideas about what would be more details you want. It's like that reality, like I'm really thinking about me for me. For some of you, it's about empty nesting. You know, it's about a partner leaving or leaving a partner. For some of you, it's about your children moving away to college or going away for the summer. It's like there's this energy of like, I don't want to be alone to have to think about what I want to do for myself. I don't want that to just be me about me, okay? There's also some pride and ego energy that's playing out, okay? What's up, Ryan? There's also some pride and ego energy that's playing out, which is why this might be hard for you to do today. The card says, I love myself and I see myself in everyone else. I love myself and I see myself in everyone else. So the one reason some of you will not be able to get through to this today is not because you're too big and bad and too, bold and important. It's not about that. It's about this need to, it's a real strong need to see yourself in association to someone else. It's like, for those of you who are married and partnered, you're still a person, right? You can still have individual wants, needs, and desires that might be different than the collective, okay? It doesn't mean you pursue them all either, right? There's some boundaries and some metrics by which you discern and decipher, but that discerning and deciphering of what I want and need for me versus what is best for us, that is a real fine line, okay? There's a fine line there that you must be intentional to navigate. Okay, because otherwise the lines get blurred and all of a sudden, again, you've lost your bearing and what's important to you because the lines got too gray. Okay, so It's like this need to really actually have a sense of pride, to actually have a sense of self. Allow yourself to have a sense of self, a sense of opinion, a sense of need that is unique to you. You know, to give yourself autonomy to be an individual person while you are also part of a powerful connection. Okay. That is so important for those of you who are in relationship, okay? And I'm saying those of you, I'm in a relationship too. It's important for all of us, okay, to make sure that we have that layer of independence and autonomy while still a part of this powerful union, okay? So the card says, I love myself and I see myself in everyone, but the energy feels like you need to actually show more sense of pride in yourself, in your needs, in your desires, in your unique interest, okay? A lot of energy around that, okay? It's like this fear of being lonely is attributed to, is connected to this need to see yourself as a part of a union, as opposed to taking pride and ownership in what you want and what's important to you. A lot of energy around this, okay? So much energy, okay? And some of you, again, are having a hard time even fathoming finding 5 minutes in your day today just to focus on you and whatever layers of your dream that are unique to you. You are having a hard time with that because you have some fear of loss in your relationships, okay? And when I say relationships, it's like this is even including children, okay? It's not just romance, it's not just friends, it includes all of them too. But even parental relationships are matter of fact here. It's like as a parent, if I stop for a second and just think too hard and too long about what I want for me, independent of these goddamn kids, and I'm not talking about me because my kids are adults, but those of you who have children under the age of 18, that might feel like it's way too selfish to even give yourself 5 minutes to entertain it, okay? It's like if I do that, if I go too far down that rabbit hole, then I'm going to get too far distance away from being a good parent and being able to put my child first and all these things that we're conditioned to believe we must do first. Okay? No, first and foremost, you must be happy. All the research says, especially you women, all the research says that the quality of a child's upbringing has to do everything to do with the health of their mother. And so it's like, don't listen to me. Do your own research. Go down your own rabbit holes. But this energy of regret is like not wanting to be too self-focused because I might go too far down or overcommit myself or now start to become distracted in my other focuses. No, you're not. If you love your children, you're not going to lose sight of that, ever. You're just going to be a healthier person to be able to offer them what they need. I was just talking to one of my clients about this just yesterday, of how they are able, I was asking, you know, how our coaching has impacted them, and they were going through all the layers of how it's impacted them and started talking about how it's even changed how they parent because they are a much more patient parent now. Now they are taking care of themselves well enough to where they can stop and slow down well enough to be present and mindfully aware to listen to whatever random thing this kid wants to spout off at the mouth about. But that is what healthy parenting starts to look like, is when you are healthy, your parenting starts to look healthier. So it's not about regretting anything, okay? And it's any partnership or relationship you might be concerned about. It's like, I can't stop and give myself 5 minutes to focus on what really matters to me. If you have a relationship that doesn't allow you that kind of time and attention, I'd be concerned about it, okay? And this is whether, again, it's romance, friendship, business, parental. I'd be concerned about it, okay? You are an individual being that is entitled to autonomy, okay, period, okay? Yes, the roles and responsibilities that we have in life require us to show up in certain ways. Yes, that is true. But first and foremost, they say, put the mask on yourself. You've got to create the ecosystem for yourself to sustain life, to survive, to thrive, okay? So this energy of regret, you know, not wanting to focus on yourself because, you know, you might disrupt your ecosystem. I would question that ecosystem, okay? Is it even sustainable, okay, if it doesn't truly nurture all of you, okay? All right. Lots of messages. So today is about giving yourself what we'll call 5 minutes of freedom, okay? We're going to call it 5 minutes of freedom. Today we're giving ourselves 5 minutes of freedom. Freedom to focus on ambitions, interests, opportunities, dreams, desires that are unique to you. Maybe no one else even knows that you want to do this thing. Okay, even greater. Give yourself 5 minutes to focus on it today and to color that vision in with as much detail and much dimension and color and interest and 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 desire that you can. Give it as much detail as you can. Whether it's a person, a place, or a thing, color in that picture today. Take 5 minutes to sit in and bask and imagine and envision what it will be like to be, do, or have that thing or feel that thing. Okay. 5 minutes of freedom. Okay. All right. I like this. Yes, mind your freedom. Girl, why are you bringing it forth? You know we have a workshop by that name. It's Mind Your Freedom. Yes, child. What up, Queen? Sounds like I tapped in right at the right time. Need to go back and I welcome you too, brother man. I welcome you too. Oh my goodness, my goodness. I'm navigating, including me, myself, and in all the ways I show up in the world for us, untethering from being locked into everyone. Oh, my child, yes. Yes, and losing me from the ways people who banked on my loyal outside of myself. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes. When you start shifting, other shit starts shifting too, just naturally. Okay? It's like, and it will settle. Okay? It'll shift and then it will settle. Like everything will be okay. All right. But it's important that we take care of ourselves. It's important that we give ourselves permission to take care of ourselves and to enrich and nurture ourselves in the ways that might not make sense to other people, but that are important and necessary for us. And that's a subjective experience. You know, it depends on what you need and what you want that matters, not what others think should be necessary or think you should be doing. You know, I'm someone who often gets projected on, like people think I should be doing things a certain way and then I'm rogue every time. So it's like to find that place where, one, you're finding that balance. It's not about triggering everybody, you know, you fuck you guys, I'm gonna do what I wanna do. But finding that healthy balance. There's a healthy balance in there, okay? There's a healthy balance. And sometimes it looks like compromise and sometimes it looks like boundaries and sometimes it looks like surrender, right? And so it's for you to discern when that's needed, though. Okay, it's for you to discern. All right, I think I am good. I feel complete with these messages, y'all. I feel complete with these messages. What's up, Angel? Glad you could pop in, friend. I welcome you to catch this replay. If you guys enjoy these messages, please like the videos. Please share them if it resonates for you to share them. I'm called to do this work, you guys. I don't do this as a matter of opinion and as a matter of just, you know, not having nothing to do every weekday morning. It really is a calling to serve. So I love when you guys provide the feedback to let me know how the messages resonate for you and how they impact you. Please continue to share. I woke up on this vibration all about me too. Yes, girl, this is the season. This is the season, okay? Seasons sometimes are a day, or a week, a lifetime. You get to determine that too. But today's call to action, kids, is to take 5 minutes to mind your freedom, okay? To identify what it is that would feel good to you at the next level of your success and your existence. Hell, it could be just today. What would feel good to you today? Take 5 minutes and really sit in that. You know, what would feel good? Not what do I need to do, what do I have to do, what so-and-so expects me to do, but what would fucking feel good today? Okay, and color in that vision. All right, and if you want to share it, I welcome you to share it. Come back to the video, post it in the comments, shoot me a DM on IG or any of these other platforms. I welcome you to stay connected, y'all. All right, I'm out. I got on swimwear. Vic is headed. I'm about to be done. Where you going? Where you going? What's your situation? Oh, okay, bye. Okay, bye. All right. Oh, you want me to meet you over there? All right, boo thing. I got to go, y'all. She said me and her over there. I love y'all. I love her too. She crazy. All right, y'all be good. I'll be back in these streets tomorrow, 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 Eastern, morning messages with Alami. Of course, go to BeGreatEveryday.com if you want to learn more about me, what I'll be doing, and how I'll be doing. I love you. Okay, bye.